sound, you know how we do. This is, of course, the Lounge Presents podcast, and we are live streaming on Twitch, on demand, obviously, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Now, for today's Brave New Waves episode, which is basically, I guess, the other channel that is going to live under the Lounge Presents umbrella, because we're going full bore with this now, and it's our opportunity to explore all the myriad different types of sounds that exist outside of hip hop. And obviously, in order to do that, we need to invite people on that we see as making a statement. Not to suggest by any means that if you haven't been invited on that you're not doing the damn thing yourself. But I mean, we've been in this market for a minute. We've watched trends come and go. We've watched DJs come and go over X amount of years. And I think personally, I can recognize when I see someone come up and them making a statement, or them being a disruptor in some form or fashion. And I happened upon two DJs that have been doing the damn thing locally, have been making a statement, and have been giving back through a couple of different ways. But one particular way we'll definitely be going into today. So, without any further ado, let's welcome for the first time into the lounge space none other than Pigeon and Devon Dare. What is good? Pigeon and Devon Dare, welcome to the lounge space for the first time. Thank you for sharing your time with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We're pumped to chat with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
We have fun on this. We have fun on this pod, trust. Now we always
Contagious.
yes,
Yeah, right?
definitely. You'll see. You'll see. Now we always start off every episode. We always ask our guests the same question. In this particular instance, I would like to ask both of you how you were first introduced to the art of DJing.
All right, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. All right. So go back about 20 years, and I was living overseas. I grew up with indie music and R&B, and was always going to indie nights. And then
Okay.
someone asked, "Hey, do you want to learn how to play?" Because of my track list, and that's where I started with actual CDs going back and forth.
Nice.
And then I moved back to Canada in 2009, and I started throwing shows it's been about 15 years throwing shows. And in the last 6 years, I was like, you know what? I actually want to play as well. And during the pandemic, my husband, who's a producer, showed me how to DJ, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
I would say my first exposure to DJing would have been when I was 15 years old. I went to Scream back when it was wheelies.
Okay.
What is this? And I didn't know the difference between the genres at all. I'd be in the house or trance room, and the drum and bass room was it's all electronic. And then fast forward, I started working just volunteering with Meme and just integrating in events and always wanting to DJ, but not feeling I could. But as a singer, so first sang on some local producers' tracks, and most of them weren't released yet, even to this day, but hopefully soon. But I was over COVID. I guess it was a little bit before COVID. I started my friend brought over a controller, and a bunch of us were just messing around on it, and it was so much fun. And then I feel I really started taking it seriously over COVID as well. And it was such a great opportunity in ways. As messed up as that whole situation was, there was a few people I know that was really able to dial into art that they weren't able to before. But anyhow,
Yes.
fast forward to today, DJing for 7 years now. And from when I first started dabbling, I think.
Nice. Love it. Now, what what type of music were the two of you growing up around? What was being played in the home when you were growing up?
Prince for
Mhm.
sure. It was a big
Yeah,
Oh,
Michael
when
Jackson.
Prince died, me and my mom met each other. We're like, we have to like hang out all day and just listen to him.
Sorry, I had to. I wasn't expecting that one.
I would say Prince as well, but also the Beach Boys, because my brothers are quite a bit older than I am, and they
Okay.
would dance me to all of the popular music in, I guess, the early 90s.
Yeah.
But Michael Jackson, Prince, and Madonna.
Madonna,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey,
A lot of Parliament.
Mhm.
hey, okay.
A lot of Parliament. What else was
Caribou.
Elvis Costello?
Yeah.
Caribou, yeah.
And then I opened for Caribou.
Was Caribou around when we were young?
I feel like I was 15.
Right, that's
Well, I
still-
guess that's still not
that
that
still counts.
young.
That still
Yeah.
counts. As you grew up, you're growing up still.
The Yayas for me, like
I love
Hey.
so good. Or the Smiths, like I was
Yeah,
all indie.
the Pixies.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so good. And then
Yeah.
I like loved my easy. Like I love
Yeah.
my throw. Like I loved like all that throwback hip hop. But yeah, that definitely like translates to like what I'm playing today for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, was there any sort of musical training between the two of you? Did you learn to music theory early on, or did you learn any instruments?
Yeah.
The trumpet for me.
Oh,
I
nice.
was pretty good at the trumpet, but then I moved overseas and there was no music class, so that's something I did drop. My husband's tried to teach me guitar. I can play a few chords, but that's as far as it goes. But for me, it's more just been obsessed with listening to music.
Okay. Okay. Do you still have a trumpet?
No, I do
Oh.
not. I honestly should just buy one. I actually have always wanted to learn to play the sitar, but I feel like I'm overreaching with that one.
I mean, no reason why you can't.
Yeah, I think you put any time in, you could do it for sure. For myself, I was signed up for piano lessons, and from a young age, and like I practiced the piano, but I was like renegade all the time. I was like, no, I want to sing because I was a singer. So yeah, I did singing, vocal coaching, and piano coaching, but always took the vocal coaching more seriously for sure. But I did learn music theory from a young age. But definitely like wish I took more time actually practicing and honoring that. Because now that I've like been learning to produce music, which has been like past 2 years that I've been on that journey, and it is going to be a long one. And like so much respect for the people who've been doing it for so long. Now that I'm cracking into it, but like, yeah, I had to retrain that muscle again. As far as like the piano went, because I didn't keep up with the practice as much as I wanted.
Yeah.
Or I should have. Or, there's choices. There's choices for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but DJing was like such a great gateway for me because I always struggled with stage fright. And it kind of acted as a barrier for me in a way, like where I was like, I could learn to like be more confident on stage. I remember what I was doing. One of my first recitals when I was younger, we had a shortcut version of my solo. And in case I got too nervous.
Hey, nothing wrong with having plan B.
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, DJing has been amazing for that. And like, yeah, still on the journey.
Now, when it comes to DJing, everyone's always broke the cherry, so to speak, with their first bit of gear. Well, what do we start off with?
For my gear,
yeah,
the first piece of gear was like, I think it was literally your gear.
Yeah.
Because like I learned on the same piece that day, and then I went over to your apartment, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing really, but apparently it's okay. That's why I can't remember
what is that.
But and you don't even have that piece.
I know I sold it to another DJ.
Played on that at Cloud9, and it was.
Oh yeah, we borrowed
the
it.
Waveform wasn't coming up. No BPM. I was just like, all right, well, like hope this works.
She has some wear and tear. We sold to a friend. Yeah. We borrowed it. And I think it was the Pioneer XDJ 3.
Oh, okay.
something. For me, it was actually tractor because my husband has had tractor,
Okay.
but for him, because he's a producer, he's been doing it for a long time, 15 years. So for him to start playing out, it's just easier to take your USB. So that's why we actually purchased those, and we were doing live streams on them. That's actually where I even started doing it live. Yeah. So
the thing with USBs that I wouldn't say use USBs because at the end of the day, it's just like an external hard drive, really. You know what I mean? But I've just never, you know what I mean? Coming from the hip hop side, like we don't, you know what I mean? Like we've never really used USBs. But when I thought about it, and because some of the CDJs now are so fucking dope,
they're so dope.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can do like the craziest shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know some guys that are using USBs now because they found, that really works great with their workflow. I've never actually like I said, the closest things always had an external hard drive, but still have a laptop. But imagine the ease of only having to bring a pair of sticks.
But you have to bring 3 at least. Honestly,
of course, the backup.
That happened to me at Meme this year.
Debatable.
1, 2,
No, just
and then the third one, my set was on it. I've honestly, it seems like it's always me. This happens to as well. So I always bring 3. Most people say 2. I bring 3.
I mean, hey, experience will teach you if need be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a backup. I'm playing with fire. I am going to eat my words one day and just hope for the best. Like maybe once or twice I remember to bring it back up. But yeah, no, I told my one friend who was a vet and he was just like, you're fucked. Can I swear? Yeah, and I need to start getting on top of that. And it's literally laziness. I'm just like, whatever, my history is on here. And that's how I save like whatever I prepared or whatever I'm vibing with. If I have a prepared set. So I just like to stick with that. I know I could just transfer it over so easily, but yeah, no, I don't bring it back. I don't bring backup. Don't listen to me. Listen.
Yeah, it's just happened a few too many times for me.
Yeah. I've been gone
or if you show up and there's no link between the CDJs, you need to, which has happened also to me twice.
Yeah.
So that's something that once that happened, I was like, always bring 3.
Yo, I had this one instance where I played and I brought my external and my laptop because that's really all I needed. We were going to use their gear. But for some reason, I wasn't able to access tracks off my external. So I'm like on in 5 going, oh, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Because I rolled up like half hour before I got there is when I rolled up. You know what I mean? So I didn't sound check or anything like that. It was just, I assumed, it should be fine. I'm plug and play, all gravy. It wasn't reading anything off my external. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm like, hey, can I load these tracks onto your laptop and play off your laptop? Because I think that might, help. So some of the tracks loaded, but not all of them. So the set had holes in it. And I was like, So I'm going through their music to fill holes. Like, okay, I'm just going to go through music. Is that cool? Okay, cool. Because it's happening right now. And it's the first time it ever happened to me. But at the end of the night, I was like, how could have I avoided what happened there other than showing up earlier for a sound check?
They're good moments though, because that means that you're a professional. Like you actually did the gig. You figured it out. We're still able to provide a set. Yeah. And I think that those moments, like for myself, those are some of the best sets because of the fact that you've had to learn off the hop.
Yeah, off the cuff. That's actually DJing. That's how it was done.
Right.
Right? Nobody was preparing sets before, really. Like if you look at like how it was done back when they were doing like literally like I think Chicago is where it was like all birthed. And it was literally the same DJ playing the whole night. And they're just
boom, boom, boom.
It's so much more accessible now because of like how far the technology's come.
Yeah.
And so we gotta like be humble towards the ones who started with the vinyl.
Yeah.
Exactly. 'Cause I've tried vinyl. Like my friend who's a drum bass producer tried to
I was
teach
just
me.
about to ask. I
I would like
ask.
to learn, but I wouldn't want to play house or techno on vinyl for some reason.
No? How
Actually,
come?
I'm playing drum bass on vinyl. I don't know. I just something about I watched some of my favorite producers play drum bass on
Yeah.
vinyls. Yeah, it's hands down. It just seems like it's so much more fun than I don't know.
Drum bass. Well,
It's drum bass.
depends how long the tracks are. I feel like I need longer tracks if I'm going to play on vinyl for the
That's
first time.
fair.
I haven't had the opportunity nor tried. But one day I definitely hope to.
Nice. No, I definitely recommend you try it. Just like, fuck around with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Well, we're in Break's house.
Well,
we have the vinyl set.
we definitely have access to the right good people for that. So.
That's fair. Now, when it came to what you gravitated towards in terms of sounds that you want to play, how did you get there?
Ooh, that's a good question. I really like to listen for electronic music. I find for myself, I like weird sounds, like like it could be like minimal house or minimal tech, but then you have that strange sound that comes out. So I gravitate to tracks that kind of like make you still like
an ear candy.
Yeah, a little bit of ear candy, exactly. Yeah, like I'm not like I do like vocals in music, and I do play vocals when I'm out, but I would prefer most of my house without vocals.
Okay.
Like maybe singing vocals, but actually have just weird sounds, or maybe there's like talking going on, and it's just kind of looping.
Yeah.
Through. So that's something I'm really drawn to.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. When Afro tech and in 3-step. You describe like that's a great description of Afrotech and 3-step. Just not necessarily like always vocals, maybe like a smattering of vocal, but a lot of like interesting sounds weaving in and out. You know what I mean? That you get to play with on transitions.
Exactly, and I'm a loop daddy. Like I love looping. That's something that because you get to like make your own song. Because when I play, I have at least 2. Well, I've actually tried for first time ever on 3 CDJs this summer. But I'm always usually on 2 CDJs, and I like to always be playing 2 tracks going at the same time. Yeah. So it creates a whole new sound. So looping for me, when I can find that perfect, sweet, weird sound or unique vocal, it's getting looped into the next track to make something new.
What did you first start out playing?
Techno.
On
the last 6 years, techno.
Okay.
Yeah. I love my techno. I like to call it micro techno because it's not really abrasive like some of the techno you hear in our city.
Right.
That's more kind of that Toronto or Chicago sound or Detroit sound.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to say techno.
So the first question again was like what we start. Can you repeat the question?
Oh, for sure. What did you start out playing?
What did I start out playing? I started with tech house. I wanted to always play bass music, which is what I play now. But it was a little bit harder to break into as a new DJ. But I love all genres, and I still play all genres to this day. But yeah, no, like a lot of like the Dirty Bird era, like that's like kind of when I really got into it.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And like I think that assimilates like with like Pigeon style, like with like the little like good ear candies, and like we definitely share like the looping technique and just being selective with like our samples and but yeah, no, I'm like multi-format is mainly how I can describe it, because like I'll be playing drum and bass to UK garage to trap to heavy dubstep. I really like to create a journey and like play what outside of like the boxes. Like when I first started too with the bass music, what was more prominent was like that like very well known, what people usually think of when they think of dubstep sound. And that's literally what my community and my surrounding people thought it was. They're like, they didn't think there's anything else other than that in the bass genre.
Oh, okay.
So where I'm like, have like a wave or like deep dub or mid-tempo glitch hop. And like there were people doing that in the city, but like I guess like the younger generation wasn't as familiarized with it. So so this is definitely a sound that's like more popular in other cities. For a reason, Winnipeg just never got like there.
It's like swampy dub.
But there's a few of us that are doing it though. There's a few of us that are holding on.
Well, I mean, you. That's if you know that's what you feel. That's what you got to do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely stand 10 toes when you know this is your vibe. Always stand 10 toes.
Oh, I've had people definitely come up to me and ask me, like, what is this? I'm like, it's garage or it's techno. Like, no, it's not. I'm like, but it's good. That means that I'm doing my job. Like I'm actually introducing new music, right? I'm not just being a crowd pleaser, which it usually is a crowd pleasing, but I'm still actually
multi-format.
What's that? Is that new term? Open format.
Open format.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits. Honestly, it fits, right?
I actually want to get into a little bit of bass because Devon's gotten me into bass music. Yeah. I've always been such a snob when it comes to my house in techno, and now I actually listen to more bass than I do even house at home. So
there's some good flavors out there that are not so jarring on the system, and like that's kind of what I felt like was the barrier for a lot of people. That that was like the very hard hitting like bass and like.
So fast too.
Well,
not some of it.
Like it's like deceivingly fast slow. I don't know. I played a lot of 140 and people are like, that was 140. I'm like, sound like 86. I'm just like it's a weird genre for that as far as like the production goes.
Yo, I remember when I first heard Speed House, I was like, so how, like, is this 4 on the floor? You know what I mean? I was like a little, so how do we groove to this? Okay, sure, I guess.
Yeah. Just a little faster.
A little fast. I mean, you figure it out, right? Eventually you're like, oh, okay, I get the groove now. I get where we're going. Okay. But upon first listen, first 20 minutes, just like, wow, what is this? This is crazy shit.
Yeah, I know you gotta alchemy to it. You're like, all right. So my nervous system's caught up.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's why I love electronic music. There's just something for everyone.
Yeah, no, for real.
Cool.
And I think now in 2025, I've noticed that there's a lot more amalgamation of sounds. There are a lot more people crossing borders, so to speak, to work together and to create some newer sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really appreciating that. And that it's opening, if you're into one thing, it's opening you up to something you didn't necessarily pay attention to before. That's what I love the most, is that you're like, yo, so this, okay, so if I go a little further over here, what's over here? When I first started playing amapiano, it's jazzy deep house would probably be the most general description that you come up with amapiano. And because I already loved house, it wasn't hard to get into it. And it was like, yo, I can get down with this. You know what I mean? But then it opened my eyes up to Afro tech and Afro house and 3-step. And I was like, okay, so this is further exploration into what we're doing here. Fuck yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? And I like straight up and down, I never really paid attention to tech house before until I heard Afro tech. And I was like, oh, so this is like what they're doing in South Africa based on what I know some folks here are doing. Okay. And then you can wrap your head around it. And before you know it, you're like, okay, yo, I can fuck with that.
And we have a pretty big Afro house community here. Like I know Mariana plays, because that's Sway that does those events. I know I know
there's a lot of other events.
Yeah. There's so I honestly feel like when I go to those shows, I am dancing from the time I get there to when I leave.
Nice.
And I look out for those shows in Winnipeg.
Nice.
So it's yeah.
Definitely shout out to the Sway crew, Millie B, MC Love, respect all day. doing
So-
good things out there, doing good things. But they're not the only ones out there doing good things.
No.
There are a couple of people here that are also out there doing good things, sharing the art of DJing. Why don't you tell us about what's coming up this weekend?
Yeah. So we are hosting our second beginner workshop with Living Music. Our collaborator, Bambi, who just took over the space on Portage Avenue. So yeah, we've just broken it down to some fundamentals for people and learned to be flexible with different learning styles, which has been honestly like the most like fun part and challenging too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just kind of like seeing like, oh yeah, well, like we can pass on knowledge and help other people like come into our space and like find their own journey with it. Because like really like DJing for me, like it's helped me access so many points in my life, like where I'm like, I'm feeling like crap today. And I'm like, I need to do something to change my state. And then I go to the dance and I'm like, different person.
And it brings you into the now.
Yeah.
Which is
different person after. Yeah. Like, and it's a great grounding practice. So like, I feel like anyone should pick it up if they have access to it. But I think a lot of people believe that there's so many barriers to access. It is expensive. That was my impression. That was her impression. But also there's such a strong community around it. Like we had other people help us use their gear in the beginning and bring it to us. And so I think just putting out there, like there is space for everyone here.
Yes.
And
definitely.
we give a little guidance for like, you know, where else you can look for gear for cheap or whatever, and like ways you can go about getting music for like not $1.50 a track, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
Which is
like my setup at home is a $200 little Pioneer 200. And I hook it up to my computer because we live in a small home and that was what works for me. You know, even for me on CDJs, like that's why I think the workshop is so great because you get to come and spend time with us for 5 hours and get to.
It's a 5-hour session.
5 hours.
Wow.
I never got that experience with CDJs until I started getting booked for larger gigs.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I came over here to a friend's place that has DJs to get that practice in. So like once you're in the community, there's so many doors that open for you.
Everybody wants to help each other. That's definitely like something I experience and like what I'm witnessing of the new gens. Like local frequency, shout out.
Hell yeah.
Like,
got our local freaks.
And like they are definitely like like they're doing good work out there.
Second that all day.
So and that's like this is really like kind of like in the line of just like, you know, like let's break the barrier of access. There's so many of us out there right now, more than ever. So many of us came out of COVID and then afterwards it's just like it already has been kind of like a pay it forward environment here. But yeah, I guess like we're just offering another way of doing that for beginners.
I love it. And you're able, and you have both of you can take your previous musical training into a situation like this. How do you? You're not going to go deep into it, obviously, but are you able to take some of that theory and use it when you're teaching?
100%.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, I feel like the workshop, the first one, like even though you know you get used to your gear, it almost becomes second nature, right? So I feel like I even learned a lot teaching people, and I have to admit, like this is like shifting into teaching people, and like I'm slowing down a little bit for winter for actually like taking gigs. It's something you do every year. The teachings, it's really nice because daytime you get to connect with people, and I've always loved teaching people. So it's it fits really good in my lifestyle.
That's sick.
We're both getting a little bit older. We've been doing this a while, so ways that we can participate and not be up late every weekend would be awesome.
It's funny.
Now, how is it already full? Are people still able to sign up?
We still have about half of the room left in the class. So we're taking 10 students. Right now we have 5.
Okay.
So yeah, we would love to get as many people in there as possible. We have have other ones coming up.
Yeah.
TBA on that, but if more people are interested, we will have a wait list and be able to let people know by email.
And we do say 12 plus. That actually, we've not had any children. We just want to give access to everybody. Everybody is adults that do come to these. I think that when a person's looking to do a new hobby, especially parents, it's usually probably not going to be DJing because it is a pretty expensive hobby. I think if you look at it in a long,
you really gotta love it.
If you want the best. I don't know. I don't have children, but regardless, seems like it's always adults that are signing up for our workshop.
Yeah. Nice. That's so awesome. I love seeing that. I love seeing that type of community engagement because one, it breaks the barriers between the people who will come out to an event to groove to DJs and the DJs themselves, and to just foster a closer connection. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we're too, like, we play such different genres. So you're, I think, getting like the best of both worlds when you with this workshop. Because maybe you don't want to play house or techno, or maybe you don't want to play bass. Regardless, like you're getting, and we also spin in similar ways, but also very different as well. So I think it's nice to have two teachers compared to maybe one. It's especially with. And we don't have a large class, which is nice. So you actually get quite a bit of
that's all. That's key.
We extended it an extra.
Yeah, that's key.
So
Yeah.
You want to be able to give enough time to each person.
For sure.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of chance to observe other people. And like she said, like having two of us who have like our own techniques, our own ways, like we can be like, okay, does this work for you? Does this click with you for like what resonates how you want to spin? So it's been helpful to offer that. We also have like other friends that are DJs that we had one that like oversaw and also brought in their 2 cents and like was able to bring some insight that was like outside of our perspective even.
There you go.
Yeah, it's all about collaboration and like I honestly like learn new things from DJs to this day. Like like when I'm at a show, I find I'm nerding out more. Just like how are they doing it? Like taking notes.
Sitting up there close and watching. Like if
I'm not spectator for sure.
I am too.
I am the worst at that. Like I'm not gonna say if I go to hear someone play, I'm not gonna enjoy it. But sometimes I don't know if I am, because I'm the type of person that wants to know where this DJ is going and how they get there. Yeah. So I'm watching and I'm listening and I'm paying attention. Like I'm paying a lot more attention than normal person would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think it's just like a different way to appreciate it. Like we've like gone through a different portal, and like now like we appreciate it from a different view. But there's moments where I gotta check myself. I'm like, okay, Devon, like stop focusing on the details, just dance.
Try and enjoy it. Yeah, try to enjoy.
Oh my goodness.
So true, so true. And then there'll be times, well, if something happened behind those decks that really made me go, whoa, what did they just do there? You know, when you like scurry up and like, just kind of like, what'd you do just now? Guilty.
Yeah.
Just guilty. I have such an appreciation for the art, that when I see other people practicing the art and sharing the art, I just dial in so hard on what I'm listening to. You know what I mean? I just can't help it. So believe me, a lot of times I have to remind myself, hey, you are here to have a good time.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, I really love what you both are doing in the community, how you're giving back, how you're sharing. I think it's awesome. I've watched the trajectory, and obviously I felt like it was time that we broke through the door and brought you guys in so that we can talk about this. And I really appreciate both of you giving up the time to come on the pod. Certainly hope it's not the last time we get you on.
No, I hope not either. And I want to say thank you. Like, I also checked your podcast out and listened to some of your podcasts as well. Like, thank you for doing the work you're doing as well. And, especially like in a local community, it's really important for, I think, these kind of connections to come and lead to friendship and we'd love to be back.
Oh, definitely. I want you to know that anytime you're promoting something, you have anything going on, this is an open door policy. You literally just got to drop me down like, yo, we need to come on because we're doing this. All right, let's go.
All right.
Done, and done.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to invite you out to Scratcher. I don't know if we talked about vinyl a little bit. I don't know if you guys have actually tried cutting in any way whatsoever, but I very much would like to invite you to come out to the next Scratcher.
Okay, we'll
Down.
definitely come out.
Yeah.
And we'll book some time with our vinyl friends.
Yeah, exactly.
This is I think it's about time. This is feeling like an initiation.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you come out. I'll let you know right now. There's going to be one next month.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, definitely send us the details.
Yeah, send us the details.
Yeah.
You'll see us both there. As long as I'm not
Sweet.
on
Love it. Now
sorry.
we we're all grown folks, so we do it when we can, right? Like try to do this regularly as possible, but life be lifing, as you both know.
For sure.
9 to 5.
You gotta let people know your socials, where they can hear mixes online or any sets.
Okay. My socials are Devon Dare Music on Instagram. That's primarily where I share my content. My link tree is connected to that. And so, if you want to know what shows I'm doing, what other workshops I'm doing, that's all accessible there. And you can access my SoundCloud from there as well. Also, Devon Dare. Really easy. Devon Dare all the way. And my next show coming up is Mango House Fest at Little Brown Jug this Friday. I'm playing 8 p.m.
Oh, that's right. This is Friday. That's right.
Yeah, this Friday, and they have it's a 2-night event, and they have a bike jam connected with it as well. So if you're interested in that will be on the 20th. But I play on the 19th. Check your dates. And besides our workshop, we're doing a little fundraiser pop-up at Flint and Ember. So Flint and Ember is a wonderful cannabis shop, and we are doing a pop-up / live stream supporting Sunshine House. So
hey, that's solid.
Yeah, it is free. We're taking non-perishable food items and cash donations, and you could join us on Twitch or in person.
Sick.
Yeah, and that's on the 25th, Thursday.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love that's so dope. I think I definitely want to check that. That sounds
there's open decks too. Bring your USB.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Bring the hard drive.
Play.
Yo, that's sick. So sick.
Yeah.
Thank you once again for spending time with us in the lounge space. Make sure if you want to sign up with them, they already provided the socials. The workshop session is this weekend.
Yes, on Sunday.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, and then my socials, do you want me to provide them?
Yes, please do.
So I'm _Pigeon on Instagram.
OHM.
Same thing. OHM_PIGEON. Exactly. And same thing, link trees there. You can also access our diary sessions in my comments. My SoundCloud, same thing, Pigeon. Yeah. And
we didn't even talk about diary sessions.
We didn't.
Okay, so you know what that means. You're coming back before the next diary sessions.
Perfect. Done deal.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
I can't believe we didn't talk about diary sessions. Goddamn.
Okay. We had other things to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again. Pigeon, Devon Dare. Until we see you again in Lounge Space.
Bye.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you so much.